Toyota is also one of our partners whose support all these years have allowed the AFPC to expand its impactful work serving our community of foreign correspondents. Edward Lewis, the Director of Public Policy Communications for Toyota Motor North America, is here with us tonight from Washington, D.C. Please join me in welcoming Edward to present the next awards.
Thank you, Cecil. It's great to be in a room filled with young, seasoned, fearless journalists. I can't thank you enough for doing what you do and for being a supporter of free press. I have to confess, one of the things that happened to me last year when I was at the event, not here, I was wearing a blue suit that was brand new. I had owned it for 2 hours. That's because I left my suit at home. So, to make a long, long story short, thanks to Google Maps, a very nice concierge, a wonderful saleswoman named Minnie, a patient Uber driver, and a good steam iron, I made it on time. So. Thank you, thank you. I'm not as frazzled this year, but I am still it's great to be here, with you. So, when they say, I should have said, when it takes a village to raise a child, I had a village. So it applies to adults too. So we know that recipients of tonight's awards and scholarships have demonstrated exceptional drive, integrity, and a deep allegiance to the principles of journalism. They have pursued stories on the major issues of the day, from immigration and human rights to social justice and the environment, all while embracing the values of accuracy, transparency, and unbiased reporting. Values that are vital in today's era of information overload and the uncharted space of AI in everything we write. As we celebrate tonight's journalists and their future, let us also acknowledge the power of the press to inspire change. Their words remind us of the power of words, as someone else mentioned, either written or spoken. And as journalists, I urge you to take stock of that power. The words you choose to inform can also challenge or preserve the status quo. They can test conventional wisdom about our environment, religion, politics, and the difference between right and wrong. We know that powerful words are among the most potent forces we have to alter the course of history. Decades from now, when future journalists look back on your stories, or rather Google your stories, make sure they capture the essence of today's shared humanity, both good and bad. So tonight, as we recognize our outstanding achievements, we not only applaud your individual accomplishments, we celebrate the collective impact of journalism in being a force for good that transcends borders. Toyota thanks you for your dedication, your restless curiosity, and the passion you have to be exceptional journalists. Thank you. Now, the fun stuff. I get to introduce scholarship winners and award winners. Our first scholarship winner is Cherise Halsall. Cherise. As a former reporter, producer, and anchor at Channel 7 in Belize, Cherise is an up-and-coming journalist known for international headlines. In her 4-year stint in Belize, Cherise's reporting on pressing issues earned her numerous accolades in journalism. In fact, I recently saw a report she had done, with a video crew. She went into a pitch-black prison van and showed viewers the inhumane conditions where people were being arrested. So really good work. Cherise is now pursuing a master's in journalism with a special project on SmartLink app and Supreme Court immigration rulings. Long term, she is aiming for a spot on a leading news network while she hones her skills as an uncompromising journalist. Cherise, congratulations again on being a scholarship winner. Our next scholarship winner is Maurice Oniango. Maurice? Is he here? He's not? No. Someone? I wish he were here. It's a very impressive background. Maurice is an investigative multimedia journalist from Nairobi, Kenya, where he covers social justice, human rights, corruption, natural history, and conservation. That's quite a portfolio. His work has been featured in renowned publications such as National Geographic, The Guardian, The Continent, among others. He has also contributed to acclaimed documentary programs such as National Geographic's Ultimate Vipers, Giving Nature a Voice, and Africa Uncensored. His enthusiasm and talent have earned him numerous awards, including the 2021 Development Reporting Award for TV from the Media Council of Kenya. He has also been named the 2015 Environmental Reporter of the Year and the 2014 Thompson Foundation Young Journalist of the Year. He's a National Geographic Explorer and a 2022 Journalism Fellow at Oxford University's Reuters Institute for the Study of Journalism. Currently, Maurice is based in New York, where he is pursuing a Master of Science in Journalism at Columbia University's Graduate School of Journalism. So I wish he were here so we could all applaud him, so he could see the applause that we'd have. So thank you.
I have a few words from Maurice.
Sure.
I'm deeply honored to accept this award on behalf of my dear colleague, Maurice Oniango, who regrettably couldn't be here tonight due to the passing of his dear father. Maurice's dedication and hard work to bring global stories to light have had a profound impact, and he expresses his heartfelt gratitude for this scholarship opportunity, which will help support him in pursuing his journalistic goals. Thank you.
Now I am pleased to announce our 2023 Professional Excellence Award, which goes to Hiba Nasr. So Hiba joined Shark News in 2020 as a senior correspondent in Washington, D.C., where she covers the White House, State Department, and Pentagon on issues related to foreign policy. As part of the White House Press Corps, Hiba has covered prominent global events, including President Biden's visit to Ukraine, Tokyo, Brussels, and Geneva, as well as summits with NATO, EU leaders, and the Russian president. She was one of a select few to meet with Secretary of State Blinken last June during his visit to Saudi Arabia. Hiba has covered other major assignments covering the United Nations, General Assembly, 4 U.S. elections from 2016 to 2021, the Singapore Summit, and the G20 in Buenos Aires. Before joining Rock News, she worked at Sky News Arabia headquarters in Abu Dhabi. There, she held several positions working as their Washington Bureau Senior Correspondent, Assignment Desk Editor, and Deputy News Editor. Again, please join me in congratulating Hiba on this great award.
Thank you so much. I know we're not supposed to give speeches today, but give me a few minutes from your time. Thank you. Thanks for the association and for the work being done for the journalists coming to work in the US. I have been looking forward to being here since the early days in my career that began in Lebanon in 2004. With each passing day, the goal became clearer, and I wrote it on a small piece of paper in 2010, and it became real in 2017. It has been an unmatched experience on many levels, and this recognition and this award is a reminder of how hard work pays back. I wasn't supposed to be here. I was born in a place and at a time where girls' paths were usually drawn before birth. It is not the right time to go through it now. But I'm saying that to say I have every reason to celebrate this award, but I cannot. As of December 10, 63 journalists from the Middle East have been killed in the last war. 63. We are now in day 66. I would have imagined if this number of journalists had been killed in other areas of this world. Wouldn't this have a different impact, whether on the media coverage or on the decision-making process? As I said in my interview after being notified of the award, I came here to learn how the decisions that impact us are made and shaped. I'm afraid of the last lesson I'm learning on how decisions are made toward specific countries, regions, and populations. And yes, it's a moment to remind every dreamer that it's very rational to dream beyond limits. But it is absolutely an opportunity to remind those who are watching us, to remind you and those who are advocating and had been advocating for a free and responsible press to apply the same standards when it comes to the region I came from, a balanced coverage. I want to thank my company, Shark News, and my colleagues who have been instrumental in my success. And I want to say kudos to all the journalists covering the war in the Middle East, to my friends who are on the borders in Lebanon, to Samir Kassab, who have been kidnapped in Syria, who have disappeared in Syria in 2013. The last thing, and it's very personal, I want to say it in Arabic because I don't want anybody to translate it to my mom who doesn't speak English. صلابة الشموخ من امتداد الجذور. شكراً إلك, شكراً لبي, شكراً وسام, شكراً لولاء. Thanks so much for giving me the opportunity to speak. Thank you so much.